Welcome to Sports. I'm Kayvon Izami. All week we have been breaking down the upcoming high school football slate as we are a week and a day away from opening weekend kickoff. And it's going to be an amazing Friday when that Friday comes, which will be next Friday. So we've been doing breakdowns of preseason, all state predictions for players, teams, all that stuff. Today, we're going to be talking about new coaches with new teams, and that is for this upcoming 2023 season. We start things off here with Greenbrier West, Kelly Vaughn. He will be the new head coach this year for Greenbrier West, and Vaughn spent a long time as a grad assistant with Greenbrier West. He worked his way there in Greenbrier West for a long time, and he ended up becoming the head coach. He knows the program. He graduated from the program. He knows how to be there at Greenbrier West. That's going to be really excited to see. Oak Hill, right up the road. Devon Marion. Anybody that plays running back is going to love this guy. Two-time All-State running back for Mount Hope High School. Two-time All-State running back. So if you're a running back at Oak Hill, you are going to get your works in with Coach Marion. He's going to do a great job with the offense, defense. He knows Oak Hill's program. That's going to be really exciting to see this year. Princeton has Keith Taylor. He understands that program as well, as he was an assistant for Princeton for a long time. And then to wrap it all up, Wyoming East with Stephen Cook, who was a former All-State lineman. So the big boys on the line, get ready, because Stephen Cook is going to help you out a ton. Now, we move over to some key week one games. Now, I want to be clear. This isn't all of the key games. We are going to do this every day as we get up to that fabulous Friday night of kickoff. So we're just going to do a couple of games a day and break down our favorite ones each day. Today, the first one, James Monroe at Wheeling Central. This is a huge game. Why? These two teams met in the semifinals of the Class A state championship last year. The semifinals, and now they're going to turn around and meet in week one. That is insane, and this is a home-and-home series, which is really cool. So for those that don't know, that means they will start this year by playing at Wheeling Central, and then next year they'll play at James Monroe. Really cool. Independence, right here. The reason why I put Independence on here is because they won the state championship for Class AA last year. How do we not put them on this? This is going to be a huge moment for Independence. They lost a lot of players, but they brought back a lot of players too. Can they repeat as Class AA championship? That is going to be a storyline we follow all year long. Nicholas County at Oak Hill, that's right up the road from us. We're going to be at that game. Really excited for that game. Woodrow Wilson at Riverside. Bluefield going out of state, playing Graham, Virginia. That will be a really interesting battle. And then Princeton Senior wrapping it up against Lincoln County. We will have more games tomorrow to keep an eye on. Now, we transition to basketball. You might say, Kayvon, we're a week away from football. Why are we talking about basketball? Because the gift of news for West Virginia men's basketball program keeps on giving. This has been a turmoil offseason for West Virginia men's basketball program. I like to say it's been a roller coaster. But right now, the last 4 months, that roller coaster is going up, up, up. And they got some news today that shot it up. And we'll get to that news in just a minute. But I wanted to go over some of the key moves that this program has done this offseason. Jesse Edwards, huge transfer from Syracuse. Big player, steps out, shoots the three ball, can go inside, get it in the rim. He is going to be one of the biggest additions for the team. They got Kirk Kriisa from Arizona. Arizona had a huge run, won the Pac-12 last year. That's going to be awesome. Then they got Raquan Battle from Montana State. I know you see Montana State, small school, doesn't matter. Raquan Battle is averaging 18 points a game there, more at times. He is really, really good. And then Auk from Georgetown. Big guy, not going to score a lot of points, but he's going to dominate the paint. He's going to shot block, and that's really important on a team. Some more. Quinn Slazinski from Iona averaged about 17 points a game with Iona. Good scorer. Ofri Nava from Israel. He is coming over from Israel. Another big guy, shot blocking, defense, all of that. Jose Perez from Manhattan. And then this is the big news that they got today. Noah Farkhan He is transferring over from Eastern Michigan. At one point, this guy was tabbed as the best point guard in the country when he was a high schooler. Best point guard in the country. He is now coming over to West Virginia. They had a phenomenal offseason, and we'll see what happens from here. We transitioned over to some Major League Baseball as the All-Star break has passed and playoffs are almost here. Let's go out to Kansas City as they take on Seattle. Beautiful day out there in Kansas City, and Seattle was in town pushing to get the last spot in the wild card race. Let's see if they can do it, and Julio Rodriguez had himself a day. He started off with a double. That got him on second base. That brought a run home, and the Mariners striked first. Really fun game back and forth here. Nelson Velasquez, he had 3 home runs in 3 games. He said, scratch that, make it 4 home runs in 4 games as he hits another one there. We have a tie ball game. Guess who's back up, though? It's Mr. Julio Rodriguez himself, and this time he hits a liner right over the outfielder's head. Goodbye, goodbye. That brings in a run. Another run is trying to come across. He rounds third. Can he get there? The Royals rally, and the Royals do well because they get him out. 1 run, not 2. Seattle still is in the lead. MJ Melendez now, he lines one right down the third base line. That stays fair. They bring in 2 runs, and the Royals take the lead. Moving on, guess who's back up? The man who's just doing it all every single day lately, Julio Rodriguez again. This time he says, get it out of the park, get it so far gone, I don't have to worry about it. And that right there puts the Mariners back up, which takes us to the 9th inning where Cal Raleigh does the rest. Icing on the cake. The Mariners go on to win 6-4. That does it for sports. We'll be back with more right after this.